Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Bea from the Archer and Olive Ambassador team, and today I want to talk about one of my favorite journaling practices, which are creative monthly recaps. Instead of writing long reflections, I like to combine lettering and doodles to summarize the most important things that happened that month. And I think it's a very fun way to look back at what you've done, and it works perfectly for bullet journals. I'm using quite a lot of pens for different lettering styles. If you want to get a collection of 20 different hand lettering styles that I've prepared for you and that you can use in this kind of recaps, you can download it for free in the blog post, which is linked in the description box below. In this video, I'll show you some of my favorite monthly recaps from past months. I'll talk a bit about the supplies that I'm using, and then we'll create December's recap step by step. For this recap, I'll be working in this gorgeous Archer and Olive A5 dot grid notebook. I got it in the Bring Back the Favorites during last Black Friday because I love the design, but it's also available now in a bunch of different sizes in the Everyday collection, in teal and in brown, so go check it out. I'll start with a pencil and eraser for this sketch, and then I'll use calligraphs and acrylographs for the main lettering, plus black fine liners for outlines and smaller details. I love calligraphs because they have a large and small brush tip in the same pen, so you can create lettering of different sizes in the same color. You can also use a ruler or a stencil to help you place the main elements on your page or draw some simple shapes. And a notebook or notepad to take note of the items you want to include in your monthly recap. Before we start, I want to show you a few creative monthly recaps from these last months, so you can see how they look and what we are talking about. They all follow the same idea: combining different lettering styles, a few doodles, and short words or sentences. My style is very decorative and busy, but of course you can go for something more minimal. I usually work with 3 levels of lettering: primary styles for the most important words or events, secondary styles for supporting ideas or sentences that are too long to be written in a primary bigger style, and auxiliary styles for dates and small notes. This helps keep the page balanced and easy to read, even when there's a lot of information. Okay, so now that you have an idea of what a creative monthly recap looks like, let's start with December's recap. The first thing I always do is make a quick list of what I want to include: events, feelings, books, songs, little moments, anything that felt important last month. And if you are thinking right now that you haven't done enough to fill 2 pages, I get it. That happens to me all the time, and I've been doing this for years, so let me share with you 2 tricks that always help me get the ideas flowing. One small habit that really helps is taking notes throughout the month. It sounds obvious, but by the 31st, we usually don't remember what we did on the 1st. So if you keep a bullet journal, this should be easy. I like to quickly jot things down as they happen: feelings, little moments, ideas. So when it's time to create the recap, I don't start from zero. Another thing I do all the time is taking lots of photos. I always scroll through my camera roll when I'm preparing a recap. It's one of the best ways to remember what I've been doing during the month, and even simple photos can bring back moments you might have forgotten. So, take a lot of pictures. Once I have my list, I start by sketching the name of the month and the year, because that's easy and it gets you going. And then I sketch the main words first, so I know they fit well on the page because they need more space and they help set the structure of the page. Use bold and decorated lettering styles, and check the free template I created for you to get inspired. If you want to add larger doodles, do it now, or at least it helps to roughly mark the space at this stage, even if it's just a simple shape that you can refine later. Once the main words are in place, I start adding secondary lettering for supporting memories. You can use fun lettering styles here too. Just make them smaller so they don't compete with the main elements. Finally, I fill the remaining spaces with auxiliary lettering for longer and more personal notes and simple doodles. And once the sketch is ready, it is time to add color. I recommend sticking to 3 or 4 colors plus black, especially if you want a cohesive look. I'm using a lot of different lettering styles, so keeping a limited color palette prevents it from looking too messy. I also like to choose my color palette based on the main theme of the month. For example, if it is summer and I've spent a lot of time at the beach, blue and light brown are almost always part of my palette. But in this case, I want December to have a festive feeling, so I went for the most classical Christmas color palette. This makes the recap feel more connected to the memories behind it. I usually start by coloring the main words or the doodles that I want to highlight, and then move on to the rest, making sure the colors are evenly distributed across the spread. For auxiliary lettering, I mostly use black, so it doesn't overpower the rest. And this is how I create my monthly recaps. For me, they're so much fun and a really nice way to pause and reflect at the end of each month in a creative way. If you'd like to try this yourself, I've created a printable that you can download for free with 20 lettering styles that I use all the time and that you can use in your monthly recaps. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more creative journaling ideas, and see you in the next video.